Greetings, all my YouTube people. Today we have a delicious delicacy coming at you, a breakfast bowl. Now what's so special about this breakfast bowl? It's gonna have over 53 grams of protein. That's enough to help you build all that precious muscle. In result, helping you burn some of that nasty fat that you don't want. Now this breakfast bowl is going to provide you with a lot of essential nutrients that you're going to need in order to have long-lasting energy. It's going to keep you from getting sick. It's going to boost your immune system. It's going to do a bunch of things for you. This thing is addicting. It's so delicious. I had one earlier today and I'm almost tempted to have another one. And one of the best things about this protein bowl is that it's super easy to make. It's gonna take you just a couple of minutes. You know, it's low effort. So if you guys are ready, let's get to it. Before we go any further, stop right there. You know what the biz is. Make sure you hit the subscribe button down below. And if you really want to be friends, right here, if you see that, yeah, hit me up on Instagram, add me on Snapchat, so that way you can see what's good in my world. This meal is brought to you by my tiny ass kitchen, where we don't let what we don't have stop us from doing what we can do. So this is what we're gonna need in order to make our breakfast bowl. We're gonna use blueberries. Over here we have raspberries, strawberries, some oats, some chia seeds, and we have half a banana. You can get real creative with this, people. You can put whatever your little heart's desire. Mangoes, pineapples, walnuts, almonds, pecans, blackberries. Just let your imagination run with it, really. So there are two key ingredients that we need to make sure we have down correctly before we make this breakfast bowl. Number one is protein, and there's a specific kind of protein that I like. You know, I don't use that cheap stuff. Well, it's relatively cheap when you figure the price per serving, but it's not none of that Walmart brand stuff. And I'm not knocking it, you know. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do in order to get by, and that stuff is gonna help you out. But for this bowl, we're gonna use a specific type of protein and the yogurt. Again, the kind of yogurt that we're using is the low fat, low carb, high protein, and I'm gonna show you that here right now. All right, so here we have Pro Performance 100% whey. This flavor is vanilla cream. Vanilla or strawberry are probably the best because, you know, all of them taste good, but those two flavors are kind of universal. You can do a lot of different things with them. For example, if you have like cookies and cream, this particular breakfast bowl wouldn't taste so great, but overall the protein tastes really good. Now GNC usually has these deals where you can buy one and get one half off. So whenever you figure the price per serving, it's, you know, relatively comparable to some of the other proteins that you're going to be able to buy, and the taste is just far out. This stuff is definitely high quality, not just in terms of the kind of protein, but in terms of the taste. As you can see, it only has 130 calories and 24 grams of protein. Now if you take a look at the back right here, you can see that it has just 2 grams of fat and 5 grams of carb, which is pretty low. Again, it's going to be good for what we need. So if your biggest complaint is all protein tastes nasty, I would say go ahead and give this a shot. Initially it is a little bit more expensive because you do have to buy 2 of them, but one of them is half off, and like I said, the price per serving is pretty comparable to the cheaper stuff that you can buy at Walmart. Next we have Great Value Greek plain yogurt. Now you may not have this particular brand wherever you are, but I'm sure you have something very similar to that. Now as you can see, only 90 calories, 0 fat, 7 grams of carbs, and the most important thing you're going to see is we have 17 grams of protein. Now we're only going to use 1 serving for today. You could use 2 servings just depending on how big you want your breakfast bowl to be, but for today's purposes we're only going to be using 1. And if you do decide to use 2 servings instead of 1, it's mainly protein. You're not getting any fat and you're getting very few carbs in comparison to how much protein you're getting. Now there are all kinds of different yogurts. You could get the one that you like the best, but this is my favorite, again, because it's just so high in protein and it's got just a little bit of all the other stuff that you probably don't want. So let's go ahead and weigh out all our proper portions, and then after that, the best part, we get to eat it. All right, so first thing is first, we're gonna weigh out 2 servings. No, I'm sorry, we're not doing 2 servings. We're doing 1 serving of our plain Greek yogurt. This says that we have 170 grams, right at 170 grams. So we're gonna use 1.5 servings of protein. You can do just 1, you can put 2, you can put 3, you can put as much protein as you want in there, whatever you need in order to help you meet your gains. But for me, I'm just putting 1.5. All right, you guys see that? Now it's time to mix it up, and this mixes relatively easily.
Give me my space, I'm in my pride. I was a prisoner, all of the mind. Now I'm a traveler leading the line. They wanna cut me, I'm bleeding divine. Home of the greed, land of the slaves. No, we ain't free, still we do great. No, we ain't free, still we do great. Yeah, still we do great. I gotta say it and say it and say it again. Me and the devil ain't making amends. I've been a rebel since Lego and friends. I gotta make it and make it and spin. I set the trend, king of the fall. Home of the winter, by spring I'll be gone. I don't be putting it all on the ground, so they never know what the hell I'll be on.
All right, so there we have it. You can see that this is just like a nice creamy type texture, and even that in itself tastes good. Like I could eat all of that without putting any of these fruits in there. Now we're just gonna put a handful of berries. I didn't weigh this out. I guess I can do that right now. And it looks like we have a total of about 30 grams of those blueberries. Now I just kind of grabbed a handful and just put it in there. I didn't really measure that out initially. Next we're going to put some raspberries. Again, I'm not going to really weigh this out just for the sake of the video. Honestly, personally, I don't care. I'm not going to eat, you know, like 5 pounds of this, because then of course I'm going to gain some weight. But a little bit of fructose is not bad for you. These are fruits. This is good for you. This is probably better than that McDonald's shake that you had earlier this weekend. So don't even trip about this. Now I am going to just kind of split it up just a little bit, just because I'm a little bit extra.
Pick your spot, pick your poison, pick some cotton, pick my brain. Yeah, yeah. Pick your spot, pick your poison, pick some cotton, pick my brain.
All right, so we have about 60 grams of these raspberries. Next, we're gonna dice up these strawberries. You probably don't want to put that in their whole. That's a pretty big strawberry. Don't forget to wash all of your fruit. You don't know whose nasty hands has been on these. You don't want those germs. All right, fruit are clean. Let's dice them up.
I was just a little bitty boy with hopes and dreams. Then those hopes they manifested to nobody dope as me. Hoop dreams, rap wars, it's pop culture.
Bam, so there we have it, strawberries. These are probably one of the best fruits for losing weight. I mean, like I said, all fruits are good for you. It's better than like getting a milkshake. But these are low calorie dense, meaning you can eat a ton of them and you're not gonna get very many calories from them. 150 grams of strawberries. Now I am gonna put half a banana. Bananas are high calorie dense, meaning one banana is gonna have way more calories than a whole bunch of strawberries. I'm gonna use about 20 grams or half a serving of these oats. Again, long-lasting, sustainable energy, good eating habits. And I'm gonna put half a serving of these chia seeds.
while I'm busy taking names. Ho, lyrical assassin.
As all my meals, this is filled to the very top, so we want to be careful whenever we're mixing this to make sure none of it spills over. There we go. I happen to use fresh fruit, but you can use frozen fruit, whatever works best in your life. Now let's go ahead and give this a taste. Okay guys, so I'm really excited to eat this a little bit early at the gym today. I finished my cardio, I did a little bit of weights, and I was feeling pretty tired, and as I was walking out, I saw on the counter they had a box full of donuts, and I was getting ready to eat like the whole thing. So I'm really glad I held off that. Now I get something sweet, delicious, and it's healthy for me. That's real good, guys. That's definitely a 10 out of 10. And the great thing about this is if you're on the hurry and you're on the go, you can put a lid on this and you can take it with you, and it's super easy to eat. There we have it, ladies and gentlemen, a protein-packed breakfast bowl. Don't forget to comment down below. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Hit me up on Instagram or on Snapchat. I don't know which side it's on, but you guys can see it. Until next time, peace.